Welcome everybody, my name is Dennis Foster from Foster's Yacht Services, and I'm going to include this in my February how-to videos. So why don't you follow me in here in the salon here. We had a project right here where this salon had to be built from scratch and went back to the aluminum walls. As you can see, if you follow me over here, we've got some sub-paneling already up here, which is the framing for the windowsills, and the windowsills are out right now getting veneered. When we're doing a lot of this carpentry work, it's very fine yacht carpentry work. This is a 140 footer, so all the work has to be really fine-tuned, sharp edges, barely any seams. You can't really be able to see anything here. What you're looking at is the wood in the raw here. It still has to be colored and finished to match with a 30% satin finish. So when you look at a lot of this veneer, you're going to see countertops. This is all cherry veneer, and you have different fields that'll be in it as well. And you can see the sharp corners here on the columns that are being done right here. You can also see the base wood here before we put the veneer on there, and some of these sections of this gets some mirroring, so there's no need for veneer right here. When you come back over here to these walls, you're going to see you have to have a nice sub panel here in order to do these properly, and then you're going to have your windowsills here all curved with veneered and moldings and trim to finish that off so you don't see any gaps. If you come over here, we have already installed the air conditioning and tested it and put it in here in the lower bar cabinet here. There's going to be a set of doors here as well that'll get finished off the boat, and then there'll be a set of bookshelves up here. And this is your AC plenum here for your return air and putting it back in. And once the AC is done, that'll have a false wall set up. Then you'll have some doors here and a couple of shelves in here to finish this portion of it off. The rest of this gets some fabrics, and the fabrics will get velcroed on, so there's no need for veneer in these areas. And if you can look up top here, we just finished with the headliners. We pulled and rang out all the electrical and wiring. They're waiting for some final connections right now, and then we'll put the LED lights on them. And they're all numbered, as you can see, so that when we put the lights on, which number corresponds with the actual light that we're putting on. You can see a set of speakers here too, getting ready to get installed. So when you're doing work like this, you want to make sure you use a light plywood. You want to make sure all your materials are labeled, and you're using the highest standard Velcros to keep these panels up. You want to use something with a deep niche into it, which is a Loctite Velcro. And you also want to make patterns. If you look back there, you'll see we've made patterns for each piece in specific area, so that when we go to make them, they fit perfectly. So when you're doing a lot of this carpentry work, the final step will be finishing and coloring and staining to match the existing interior. So make sure when you're doing this carpentry work, you have people that have extensive experience doing this, or they'll have a bunch of gaps and seams that you wind up having to finish in the end when you're doing your staining and coloring. So for February's how-to videos, Dennis Foster signing out, guys.